Made in Hollywood.
An actor performs a role on camera or on the stage. Monique Coleman earned a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting from DePaul University. Miss Coleman has appeared in several movies and television series and is best known for starring in the High School Musical franchise.
Hi, I'm Monique Coleman. You're watching Made in Hollywood, and here's a scene from The Fourth Door.
Why am I here?
That is the question.
Was this a new experience for you because it's not for TV or for the big screen?
This project, The Fourth Door, is a completely different experience than anything that I've ever done, but it isn't because it was made for a mobile platform. It's really about how you consume the content and not what the content is. This, to me, was bigger and more interesting and exciting, probably than anything, for me personally, that I've done in my career. But it wasn't until maybe halfway through the project that I even heard of Go90 or knew that it was for a mobile app, which I think is great. I think it's important to have that same level of quality and care, no matter what size of screen you're going to be watching it on.
In the scene, we're in the library and we climb a wall, but then they created this whole other version of it so that it's slanted so that we can just, crawl the wall.
When did you know that you wanted to be an actor?
When I was in 4th grade, I actually had a teacher who pulled my mom aside and was like, listen, she is a little kooky and cannot stop talking in class. So I really think you might want to put her in an activity or something, acting, singing, dancing, anything, to just be an outlet for all of that energy. I'd be in science or history or math, and I would have no idea what I would be talking about. I'd be like, well, but the periodic table, and it's what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. Just an absolute mess. I've always been crazy. So we were looking for a way to channel that energy.
I did it! I made it! I made it!
But it's not easy. You can't just go out there and say, okay, well then I'm gonna go be an actress now. So what exactly did you do?
Well, you can, actually. You can say, I'm gonna do this.
Right, but you can't do it tomorrow.
You can't do it tomorrow. And I think this is what the point that I would want to make, is that the reason why you do it is what's important. And so for me, I think the most important thing is why you want to be an actor or a writer or director or dancer or whatever it is. What is it that you want to tell? What is it that you have to say? Because it isn't easy. It's actually very challenging. It's something where so often I wake up and I ask myself, I'm like, why do I put myself through this? But it's because I can't not. And I'll say that again, it's something I don't know how not to do. I have to. It's in me. There are things that I feel like I want to express and stories that I want to tell. And if you are thinking about being an actor, to really ask yourself, is it because I want attention or validation, or I want people to think I'm special or to be famous? Or is it because there's something innately in me that just feels like it's what I have to do, and I'm willing to make sacrifices, I'm willing to take risks, I'm willing to put myself out there, I'm willing to fail, I'm willing to never have anything come of it. That's, I think, how you know that it's something that you genuinely want to do, is if no matter what happened, you would still wake up and do it.
What advice do you have for any young aspiring actors?
Trust yourself, work hard. I mean, all the very generic things that you hear all the time, but they're true. And don't ever give up. If it's really what you want to do, don't give up. We all have dry spells. I've just come off of, I think, an 18-month, if not 2-year dry spell. Because when High School Musical was over, I left. I left the industry, I traveled, I got married, I moved to New York, I worked with the United Nations. I did all this other stuff for a while. And then I woke up one day and I felt this void, I felt this hole in my heart. And when I came back, I was terrified. And it was a struggle and it was a journey. I went on 35 auditions in 2012 before I booked a role. And that may sound like, oh, that's not a lot, but for someone who was in High School Musical and who has been doing this for so many years, to go on 35 auditions and not book a role, it can definitely start to wear on your psyche and make you start to question and wonder. I was just kind of did I lose it? Did I lose something? Am I good enough? Can I do it? And so one thing I would really say is so important is to just do your very best to not take things personally and to take every experience as the joy that it is. I had to really face myself and say, for 3 minutes, I get to be an actor. I get to walk into a room and I get to play a part, and it doesn't matter if I get to play that part for 2 hours or for 3 weeks. Every opportunity that you get to do the thing that you love, that's more than most people get to do.
Kicking butt and taking names on the set of The Fourth Door.